Hey everyone! So I'm back today to do a manga haul video that I haven't done in ages. I've been buying a lot of anime lately and just kind of buying manga like one volume at a time or a couple volumes at a time and then just forgetting to show you guys. And now I have 26 volumes to show you. I'm bad. So the first 3 volumes are from the same series. I got some volumes of Batum. I got volume 9. Volume 10, and Volume 11. These manga volumes collect what has happened after the anime ended, so we're finally getting new story, and it's freaking awesome. I loved the anime series, but it stopped at chapter 50, or episode 12, which is chapter 50 of the manga, and I believe that ends in Volume 10, so... Nope, it starts in Volume 9, actually. So, from 9 on, you get new story, which is awesome. So I'm super excited. I've already read 2 of these, I think. I need to reread them, though, because I kind of read 1 and then read 11. I don't know why I did it. I read some and then didn't finish 1. I don't know. I'm just kind of lost in the series right now, so I will read these again. But I love Batum. It is such an action-packed, fun ride. It's hard to put down. And they're so fast to read because it's so action-packed. There's like little dialogue. So if you haven't read Batum yet, you need to get on it. It is such an awesome series. So wonderful. Next, I got the first 2 volumes of A Silent Voice, which is a series that a couple of my friends have been really recommending to me to read. Actually, every single one of my friends have been recommending it to me. And I still haven't read it. I'm horrible. It's basically about a girl, I believe her name's Shoko, yeah, Shoko, sorry, and the boy's name's Shoya, and the girl is deaf, and the boy bullies her about that, and in middle school at least, and then it kind of goes through their lives later on as they grow up and grow older into high school and beyond. It's only a 7-volume series, so I just need 5 more to go. I believe Volume 4 just came out, which is weird because it wasn't at Barnes & Noble today. So it's so popular that it sells out really, really fast at my Barnes & Noble, apparently. And it just sounds like a beautiful story. I love reading about ASL characters, and just having more diversity in manga is a very, very good thing. So I am so excited to be starting to read this. I might wait until all 7 volumes are out and then just read all of it at once. I might just do that because that would just be easier to me. Then I picked up the first 2 volumes of Special A by Maki Minami, and this is her first series that was released in America. I have watched like the first episode of the anime, and it was pretty interesting. I only read half of Volume 1, and then I stopped for whatever reason. I don't know why. It was interesting, but it didn't grab me. But it is a shoujo, so it kind of started out slow. I think that's why. It's about this girl who is number 2 in her school in like terms of academics and sports and all that, and her sort of frenemy, I guess, is, what's his name, Kei Takashima, is number 1 in the school, and they have a rivalry going on, and it's kind of a romance between them, or it blossoms into a romance between them, I'm assuming. Maybe not. I don't know yet. I'm just still getting into the series. The art is still, you can tell it's Maki Minami's style, but you can definitely tell it's older because she has definitely improved her style so much. So I still really like it, and it's really interesting to see where Maki Minami sort of started in the American manga industry, so that's pretty cool. Next, I got volumes 1 and 2 of Seraph of the End, which is another series I've been meaning to read for a while, still haven't done it yet. I can't help it, I don't read my manga. I need to do it. I need to just do it. And this is a vampire story about this boy who's, I believe his entire family gets murdered by vampires, and he wants to destroy every vampire in the world. I'm not sure. I believe that's what it is. It's kind of like an Attack on Titan sort of storyline in a way, but I've heard it's really, really good. Funimation has the rights to the anime for this, and they've already simulcasted all of Season 1, I believe. Maybe not the last episode. I am not sure. But I've been meaning to read this because Melissa got into it earlier this year, and I want to read it so bad, so I might start this soon. And then just a random volume I picked up. I think it was a sale, so I picked it up. It's Volume 4 of Kiss of the Rose Princess. I have the first 3 volumes already, and I thought I would get this one too. I don't even know I bought this, honestly. I forgot buying this. I forgot when I bought this. Very pretty artwork. I believe I didn't really like Volume 1 though, so maybe I shouldn't have bought this. I'm gonna keep on going with it, see if it gets any better, because obviously I bought 4 volumes of it. So, I love the artwork, but the story was a little lackluster, at least in the first volume, so I'm gonna keep going with it, see if it gets better. And again, to go along with that, I think it was a buy 2 get 1 free or something like that sale, and I got volumes 2 and 3 of Sweet Rain, which is all that's been released so far, which is really weird because I think volume 3 came out in 2014 or something. Yeah, July 2014 was when this volume was released, and there hasn't been any more released, so I don't know if Shoujo Beat canceled this or not. It might have gotten canceled, but the reason I kind of bought this in the store like immediately was because the last chapter, this is kind of a spoiler maybe, but the last chapter in volume 3 has a BL love story in it, which just shocked the hell out of me and made me want to buy it, because you don't see that in shoujo manga. You never see a, like, I love you sort of storyline between 2 men, which is wonderful. Unless this girl just has really, really short hair, but I think it's a guy. I might be completely wrong about that. Next, I finally got the final volume, I'm so sad and excited, of Spell of Desire. Oh my god, I love this series so much. If you haven't read this series, it's by the same creator as Midnight Secretary, and it's about this witch named Karuko, who, she doesn't know she's a witch at first, and then she meets this man who basically protects her from these other witches, and it's a really, really interesting romance between them and their bond together, and it's so, so nice and so beautiful. I really, really love this series. It is rated M for mature, so there is some sexual content later on in the series, but I still highly recommend it if you're okay with that. I highly recommend it. It's so good. Such a beautiful love story. I love these characters so much. I love them so much. I love them so much. Then I got volumes 5 and 6 of Black Rose Alice. And number 6 is the final volume in the series. I believe there's going to be a part 2. I hope so, because this volume ends with a sort of like, to be continued in the next arc of this storyline, maybe someday. And I guess it's on hiatus or something in Japan. I don't know if the author's sick or not, but this is just a really, really good, really dark, interesting vampire series. It's honestly unlike any vampire series I've ever read, and I think I've already written a review of it, so I won't go into it too much, but I really recommend this series. It is so, so good. I love the characters, and just the interesting art style and the interesting storylines that this mangaka produces. Her name's Satona Mizushiro. She is just a wonderful, wonderful mangaka that I highly recommend, especially reading After School Nightmare. That's a really intriguing series as well. So I highly recommend this one. Next, I got Volume 2 of Requiem for the Rose King. Volume 1 came out a long time ago. I believe this has been a while since I read Volume 1, so I don't even remember. This one came out in September. And I don't think Volume 3 is out yet. Probably not. It's probably not going to be out for a couple months. I think it's like a 4-month series or something, like per volume or something like that. This is a retelling of the War of the Roses storyline. Sort of a retelling of Richard III and the other story. And I believe it's Henry VI, if I'm not mistaken. And it kind of takes both elements of both of those Shakespearean plays and kind of weaves it into its own story. And it's really, really cool so far. I need to read this volume still, but I loved the first volume. It was really interesting. This is from the creator of Otamen, Aya Kano, and she is a wonderful author. I love her artwork. Her artwork is just stunning. And as you can see, the art is very, very dark. As you can see from the characters, they have scars on their faces, and just, it's about war, so it is a dark series, but it is really, really good. I really like this. I don't want to look through it too much because there might be spoilers. The first volume ends on such a cliffhanger, so I don't want to know what happens at the end of this one until I read it. So, very awesome series right here. And then I bought some yaoi because I couldn't stop myself. I had to buy yaoi, you know me. I got Volume 3 of His Favorite and Volume 4. I bought this kind of in anticipation to buy more later on, but I never did. I have read the first volume of this series, and I do really, really like it. It's a really interesting teen love story between 2 boys. It's really, really cool. I think this would be a good start for Melissa to read this first. The artwork is a little different. It's a bit cartoony at times. It's not beautiful artwork, but it is still a really nice story. This is from the creator of Manga, which is a series that I wanted to read a long time ago but never got to. And so we have our two main boys. This one is the very, very popular boy at school, and he's kind of like an outcast. Well, not really an outcast, he just doesn't really talk to anybody. I guess that's what an outcast is, whatever. And so there's a lot of funny elements to it of, like, girls wanting to be with the really pretty, popular boy, and then he's just throwing his arms around the other boy and getting all the girls upset, which is fun. I like doing that. I mean, I didn't say anything. Anyway, it's a really cute story. I highly recommend it. It's really cute. I need to read Volume 2 still, but I did enjoy Volume 1 a lot. This one I honestly got because it was in the store, and when you see yaoi in a bookstore, you just buy it because it's yaoi and they barely ever stock it anyway. It's called A Waltz in the Clinic by Makoto Tateno. I don't know how to pronounce her name. From what I know, it's like a love story between this kid or this guy, and he falls in love with this doctor, I believe. It is a 16+, it's not mature, so I really like the 16+ storylines because they tend to, not all the time, but sometimes they tend to have more of a romantic story rather than a smutty story, if that makes sense. That's my one complaint with yaoi. A lot of the times it's just fan service, and I don't like those stories. I like the stories with more depth to them, so I hope this is one of those. Looks really cute. Looks very shoujo-y, actually, if you can tell from the artwork. Very shoujo-y, because all the sparkles and just... It looks really shoujo-y to me. Anyway, I'm excited to read this and find out what it's about. I need to do another yaoi yearnings video. I did film one, but I didn't like how I filmed it, so maybe I'll refilm that. Maybe I'll just put it up anyway. You'll probably want to see it anyway, so I probably will just do that. And then the last yaoi manga I got is Volume 3 of The World's Greatest First Love. I absolutely love this series so much, and I'm so glad that Sublime Publishing is releasing these. I can't wait for Volume 4 to come out. I cannot wait. Oh my freaking goodness, I can't wait. At the end of this volume, it kind of goes into a new character story arc. It's those two. I can't remember their names. I think it's Shoto Kisa and, oh my gosh, what was his name? Oh my gosh, he was like my favorite character. What was his name? Oh god, Yukina is his name. That's his name. I forgot what his first name was though, but Yukina. And this is just a really, really cute, wonderful storyline. I love it so much. I love the anime, and I love the manga so much. I hope they keep continuing it. I know there was some sort of thing with the mangaka where they couldn't get the license to certain books, so they're kind of waiting on a few of them. But I hope they release all of these, because I want every single volume. I am such a fanboy for this series. Such a fanboy. I've actually drawn the characters, like, drawn them and stuff. So I was so obsessed that I needed to draw them. That means that I am pretty obsessed. And then today I got 6 more volumes, because I need more, right? Oh god, help me. I got Let's Dance a Waltz Volume 3, which is the final volume in the series. I just thought I would get the entire thing because it's only 3 volumes, and I need to finish series that I buy instead of going, oh, I'll buy this first volume, oh, I'll buy this first volume too. So I'm really excited to read this and find out what it's about, or, well, I know sort of what it's about. It's like about waltzes and dancing and falling in love. Oh lord. And then I finally got this. Volumes 3 and 4 of Eucharism. Oh my god. For some odd reason, Volume 3 has not been in my Barnes & Noble for like 5 months. And I read Volume 2 of Eucharism like 7 months ago. Now I have it. And I'm getting chills because I want to read it so bad. And then I just got Volume 4 because I figured if I didn't buy it now, it will be gone in a month or so. So I had to get it. And this is the final volume, so now I have completed the series. And just looking at these characters on the final volume, oh my god, it looks so beautiful. Oh my god, I can't wait to read these. I'm so excited. It is a sort of time travel, sort of reincarnation storyline about these 2 kids in high school that realize that they are both from the, oh gosh, which era was it? It's a long time ago, maybe the Meiji era in Japan, I forget what it was, but It's a beautiful story, really interesting, unique love story with a really big twist in Volume 2 that I was so excited for. I might reread Volumes 1 and 2 and then reread these, or read these, just to read them all in one fell swoop so that I can get the entire experience. But I really recommend this series. It is really good. The final series, I'm finally done. I got Volume 2 of The Devils and Realist, Volume 3 of Devils and Realist, and Volume 4. Right now at Barnes & Noble they are having a promotion where you can buy 2, get the 3rd free, so that's why I got these, and I got the Eucharism and Let's Dance a Waltz as well today, because I have tip money and I thought I would get more manga, because I need more manga, obviously. Yeah, I totally need more. This is a series that Kaio-chan sent me from... Wait, for Christmas, sorry, I died in my head just now. And I've been reading Volume 1 and I really enjoyed it, so I just thought since they're having this promotion I will get some more of the volumes so I can just keep on going with the series, and I'm really excited to read them. I really like this. I'll talk about it more in a wrap-up of some sort. I'll do another manga review soon, hopefully, because I need to talk about manga again. It's sort of reminiscent of Black Butler. In a way, it takes place in England, and it has demons and spells and different worlds. I don't know if Black Butler had another world. Anyway, it is really interesting so far, and I really like it. I've heard it has some BL undertones to it, so that's kind of why I bought it too, because I like reading about boys and having relationships together, because, you know, you know. Anyway guys, that is the last of my haul video. I'm not doing a haul for a while. That's the first of the year manga haul, so yay! If you have read any of these, please let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think of them, because some of these I haven't read yet, and I kind of don't know if I'll like them, so why do I do this to myself? Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time. Stay sexy!